we have the 1991 Civic. It is a DX. It's an automatic. We sold off the 1988 CRX SI, the 1989 Civic SI, sold off the 91 Civic wagon with 40-something thousand original miles a good while back. We're keeping this one because this is the one that my son wants to keep. It is an automatic, like I said. We've had this for years. That's why he wants to keep this one. He's known this car for as long as he can remember. And yes, it is an automatic. And it does have 424,000 original miles. Which is the only reason why I haven't messed with it. We probably will be converting this to manual sometime soon. The seats are out because we're selling the Civic Si seats that were in it, and we're putting the original Civic DX seats back in there. I love this car. I've had it for years and got it for a good price. The mileage is original. But that was the only reason why I hadn't messed with it. However, I kind of want to mess with it. So since we sold off the Civic and the CRX, if I can get a K24 for a decent price, I'll probably be converting it over or swapping it, whatever you want to call it. It's just been sitting here. We don't really drive it other than maybe like once a month, just to, I guess, turn it on and whatnot. It is very dusty and whatnot, but it is actually in really good condition. It does have some options that not all Civics had. I love it. But, yeah, since we don't have the other cars anymore, then we'll probably be putting some money into this thing. I do have another car that I want to show you guys. To all my 5 subscribers. So I'll probably make a much better video here in the next few days. But yeah, it was lowered. It does have this freaking thing right there that just bugs the crap out of me. Apart from that, the paint is pretty decent. It is complete. It does have the rear speaker pods. This thing is in one piece, which is friggin' crazy because you don't find that these days. We're gonna finish removing the rest of the seats for the Civic Si. Somebody's picking them up late tonight. These wheels, I love them, but they're going for sale too, and we're putting the GSR blades for now until we decide what we're going to do. I do have a max speeding rod suspension that's going to go on here. I know people hate on that company or those coilovers, but if I'm being honest with you, this car used to have max speeding rod suspension already. The only reason why we removed them was because the person that bought the red Civic Si wanted the suspension, and I made good money off of that car, so I figured why not. So we ordered another one. We had actually ordered that suspension because we were about to get a Civic sedan, a 91. But that fell through because that car just had way too much rust. Yeah, it had way too much rust, which is a surprise for cars from California. I've never seen a California car with that much rust, which leads me to believe that the car is not originally from California, but I could be wrong. So anyways, now we have the suspension, so we'll put it to good use, I guess. But yeah, this car is complete. Very minimal damage to the door panels, if any. The exterior has a blemish or two, but apart from that, it's nothing that can't be fixed. She has been absolutely super reliable. We just don't drive it much because we were trying to keep the mileage low, but I think at this point I don't really care. If anything, we'll keep that original motor around in case we end up needing it somewhere else. But yeah, I'll probably show you guys another video of the interior complete. We have a few things like that to add to the car because some of those things do have some sun damage or whatnot. The dash is perfect. It's had that cover. Again, door panels are mint. She's just a little dirty, but we'll get that situated. Yeah, I love it. But yeah, this will be my older son's car. Under no circumstances is he willing to let it go. I offered to keep the CRX Si. He said no. And I offered for him to keep the red Civic Si. Because I initially thought he just wanted a red car because his favorite color is red. But he says that it's not about the color. It's not about how fun the car is to drive. Don't get me wrong, this car is fun to drive too, but it's on automatic. But it's more of the memories, I guess. But yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated. This car did used to have a JDI push to start. And don't get me wrong, this company makes great stuff. I do have, what is it called? Is it the Ghost Lock? It's the one that has the GPS tracking and you can disable the fuel pump. That has worked great. I have not had a single problem with it. But the switch has failed on me twice. And both times it was on hot days. Mind you, in my area, it doesn't get very hot. I think the hottest it's gotten was like 95, 98. So if that happens here, then what's gonna happen in a place where it's 115? I mean, but and my car does sit in the garage, so it doesn't quite get as hot as it gets outside. The first time though, it was at 98, and I did drive it to work. I pulled up to the post office to ship out some parts, and when I came back out, the car just wouldn't start. So what I did, I don't know why, it just came to mind. I was like, it might be that. So I ran home and got the original ignition switch. You can easily connect it back up. You don't necessarily have to bolt it back up here to get the car started. So I connected everything, the ignition switch back up, switched the key, car started right up, no issues. So just a heads up for anybody that has those or is wanting to order it. They did replace it under warranty the first time, but the second time it was out of warranty, and I just didn't want to mess with that anymore. If it already happened twice. The rep guy that I talked to did say that they had a newer version of it, but I don't know, you know, just for anybody that, I'm not trying to knock on the company, because I still use some of their stuff. It's just that, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, we have the max speeding rod suspension sitting right there. We'll probably get that done this weekend. Because this car does look way better, Lord. I do have some wheels sitting up there. Nothing fancy. And those are sticky tires, so I'm not sure if we should even put them on this car. It's an automatic. Anyways, that'll be it for this video, guys. I'm still trying to see about this whole editing thing. If we can get into that, we'll make much better videos. But until then, we'll probably just be using the iPhone. And we'll show you guys what we're going to do with this little jalopy. She is rough because she sat out. Before I bought it, she sat out in the sun. But apart from that, yeah, I mean, we're going to do what we can do. If we can save the paint, we'll save it. If not, we'll have to repaint it. This will be a full interior car. I'm not trying to gut it and race with it. The engine definitely looks the part. I mean, it's clean. I know there is such a thing as a clean engine with 500,000 miles on it, but this one does have the 93 and some change. But unfortunately, it's not an SI. It's an automatic. So we'll put a K-Series in there. But yeah, that's it, guys. If you can like and subscribe, see where this goes. I don't know.